Once a form's been lodged, we can see the status of the form, and then we can run some filters. So we don't have any pending. We've got a few old ones with some errors. Any with variances. Those that reconciled, which technically should be most of them. Any that are under review. And sent to the client. So here we can see where the notice of assessment has been sent. In the case of a lodged tax return, we can now see that there's an outcome of the assessment that's come in. So this has come in from the ATO with a reference number and it was issued on this date. We can see here that the notice of assessment versus the estimate, 0 variance on the taxable income, 3-cent variance on the amount payable. With this, there's a tolerance, and that is automatically sent to the client. So you can see here it's sent to the client on the 19th of May. And if we want, we can also, so we could have manually sent this, but as I've mentioned, in this case it was sent automatically. How did we send it automatically? Outcome of assessment. So we can go in there and set that in a way that that will go automatically. So let me have a look at that. You can see here it'll pick up the name, and I'll show you in a minute as to how this comes through to the client. Back to the assessment, and we also have the opportunity here to do a comparison. So if I click in there, we can see here what we have in the way of any if there was a variance, we'd be able to see it, right? So this is the notice of assessment compared to the estimate. And this is obviously where I mentioned there's a few cents difference there. And to see the details of that assessment notice, here we go. We can actually see the whole assessment notice and all the information on the assessment notice. And this is what the client sees. So they'll get an email with the details, and they can also click on the link to visit the actual assessment notice. There you go.